because I'm 50. If I don't take care of myself now, how am I going to be a great grandmother? I want to be 90 years old playing basketball. Make the investment. It's so worth it, and you'll be happy and confidence. Your spouse, your boyfriend, whatever, they'll be happy too, because now you're not complaining about how fat you are, right? 52, and I've been down this route and I know everything, right? So once I started working with her, though, I did realize that, it's more than just vegetables and starch. You need to get that vegan protein in. And I didn't know quite how to do that, right? Because rice and beans are great, but there's also a lot of carb content. You have to eat so many carbs to get that protein up. And as anyone knows in my age group, you become insulin resistant. So Rose here gave me all these wonderful recipes that at first I was so angry about.
What is up, you guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here to my channel, welcome. My name is Rose. I am an online health and fitness coach for women. I have a program that will teach you how to not only achieve but also maintain your dream body on a plant-based diet. So check that out below. Okay, so this video is going to be geared toward my ladies who are over 40, over 50, and believe that their hormones are stalling their weight loss. So I am here to tell you to stop blaming your hormones and to start having a more effective strategy. So we're going to go through a client testimonial first with Kelly. She went through menopause, came to me, just couldn't figure out how to lose the weight, and at first she said to me, she's like, do you work with people my age? I'm like, of course I do. And then by the end of the program, she was just amazed how easy it was. So let's hear from her, but hop back on here and I'm going to go through the top 3 reasons why it's harder to lose weight after 50, but not because of your hormones. I'll see you in a bit.
So I'm New York born and now I live in Texas. I'm 52 years old. I've been a nurse for 26 years and always been athletic, always been in shape, love working out. And then we moved to Texas and I had some traumatic experiences in my life that kind of got me down. First, then menopause hit, right? Exacerbating everything that I was going through. I always thought about doing plant-based. However, every time I would do it, I would gain weight. So then I would get off the plant-based and go back to my old ways. So I read the starch solution, started there, and I lost about 10, 12 pounds there, but then plateaued. In the meantime, I had to have emergency surgery, had an appendectomy, get home from that, and now I'm totally disgusted with myself because I have these 3 scars on my stomach and it just looked horrible. And I said, I can't take this anymore. So I had been watching Rose for a while, sleuthing and seeing if this is the route I wanted to go. Saw a couple of her female testimonials and what she did on IG. And then I decided to just reach out and see, there's anything I could learn because I'm 52 and I've been down this route and I know everything, right? So once I started working with her, though, I did realize that, it's more than just vegetables and starch. You need to get that vegan protein in. And I didn't know quite how to do that, right? Because rice and beans are great, but there's also a lot of carb content. You have to eat so many carbs to get that protein up. And as anyone knows in my age group, you become insulin resistant. So Rose here gave me all these wonderful recipes that at first I was so angry about because learning something new, recovering from surgery just took a real emotional toll on me because it was something that was unexpected, not planned. And, I had been struggling with weight loss and really wanted to conquer this. But eventually, just through continually to keep to the rules, keep to the process, and just doing something, one little thing different every day helped me grow. And now I'm making like everything bagel satan. I make it garlic bread when I have my macaroni and vegetables, if I have my pasta primavera. So just started to become a little bit creative with that. Of course, she has all the wonderful recipes, but just sort of designing it towards the things that I like to eat, making it more personal. So I learned all that. TVP. I make cereal out of TVP now. I mean, the options are endless now, where before I thought it was limited. So I'm
Exactly.
so grateful and thankful that I met Rose and she helped me through the struggles. I'm getting everything's balanced, my carbs, my protein, um, and my fat. So it's just refreshing and I can go to bed feeling good and not bloated or anything like that.
What would you say your biggest accomplishment was?
I think just getting strong again, completely design my workout around my limitations, right? Just 2 workouts a week and my 10,000 steps. And I couldn't believe myself. I'm like, this is never going to work, right? Because I'm a hit girl, got to
Yep.
do cardio. But just that. And even people at work were like, wow, what are you doing? Are you doing this? I'm like, nope, I just walk 10,000 steps every day and do 2 full body workouts. And then towards the end of the program, I was getting, stronger. And I was like, you can throw in a third workout now. I'm ready for a third workout. Have to make a few adjustments, but weighted abs, right? Exactly. And it's just slow and steady wins the race. Just take it one day at a time.
Absolutely.
You're your only competition. You're not competing with the rest of the world. Just look at your own progress. And like you would say all the time, don't worry so much about the scale. And then I would put my clothes on and I would say, wow,
Yeah.
look how big these pants are, even though maybe the scale wasn't really budging. Just those things, encouraged me. And obviously the before and after pictures, taking those progress pictures, really, you can see the difference there too. So.
Yeah. What would you tell a woman maybe your age who feels like it's impossible to lose weight and they're on the fence about joining this program? What would you say?
It's your time to shine. It's time to focus on yourself. You raised your children. You have a husband, or maybe you don't have a husband. I don't know, but it's your time to shine. It's your time to go out there and invest in yourself, right? It's an investment. I realized that I had invested all this money in my children to get them where they wanted to be. And now they're old enough to do their own thing. Why wouldn't I invest in myself? I'm going to have grandchildren one day. I need to be strong enough to lift them up. I want to be strong enough to roll around on the floor with them. And that's what my grandmother was. She was 90 years old, still playing basketball with my daughter. That was her granddaughter. And that's who I aspire to be. And that's why I said, if I don't take care of myself now, how am I going to be a great grandmother? I want to be 90 years old playing basketball. Make the investment. It's so worth it. And you'll be happy and confidence. Your spouse, your boyfriend, whatever, they'll be happy too, because now you're not complaining about how fat you are, right? But I got to be strong, right? If you're not strong, and if, I'm a nurse, I got to be strong to lift patients and, being in shape, eating right is not only great for your physical health, but your emotional health. And if you have one of those jobs that's emotionally and physically draining, if you're not taking care of yourself, you're not going to be your best you for them, for your colleagues, and to help the people around you. So you are worth the investment, and Rose was the best investment I ever made.
As women, yes, hormones do make it harder for us to lose weight, especially since throughout our normal months when we have our menstrual cycles, our hormones are a roller coaster, and estrogen is a main hormone that fluctuates, that we lose when we reach that age of menopause, and it actually really drives fat loss. So when we lose estrogen, we just have a harder time losing weight. However, it doesn't mean that we have to do something restrictive. It doesn't mean that we have to invest in these crazy marketing schemes that make us think that it is our hormones. Yes, we should visit our doctors, get tested, but 9 times out of 10, you just have the wrong strategy if you feel like your hormones are the reason why you're not losing weight. What happens when we reach menopause? We lose estrogen. Our ovaries stop producing the estrogen, so our body turns to fat cells to produce the estrogen. So our fat redistributes and we can have more fat cells. So that's why when we hit menopause, you do see some fat gain if you're not adjusting your portion sizes and if you are not training correctly. Because when we do reach menopause, we start to lose our muscle mass. Just by strength training, you are making an investment to your future self. You're putting more muscle mass on your body, and by controlling your portion sizes, eating enough protein to help with that muscle building. And especially when you are older, you do need more protein than the RDA. So if you think you're eating healthy, if you think you're eating starch solution, something like that, if you're, number one, not in a calorie deficit, and if you're not eating enough protein, you really are shooting yourself in the foot. Hormones do make it harder. When you get older, it is harder, but it doesn't mean you have to A, give up, keep blaming your hormones and not do anything about it, or C, do something crazy that is not sustainable. The simplest way is always strength training and proper nutrition. Understand your portion sizes, fill it with the healthiest foods on the planet, whole food, plant-based, and make sure you're getting enough protein, and just be patient because the scale probably won't move as quick as it once did.